Okay, let's talk about few versus little. It's one of those super common mix-ups in English, right? Well, we're going to dive in and fix it for good, and it's only going to take about 5 minutes. Let's do this.
You know that moment? You're writing something, maybe an email, and you just stop. Do you have few ideas or a few ideas? The difference feels so small, but, and this is the key, it completely changes what you're trying to say. But don't worry, the solution is actually incredibly simple.
And here's the good news. There is one simple key that unlocks this entire grammar puzzle. Seriously, once you get this one thing, you are never, ever going to mix these words up again.
So forget about memorizing a bunch of complicated rules. The trick here isn't about memorization at all. It's about asking yourself one really clever question that just does all the heavy lifting for you. You ready for it?
That's it. That is the whole secret. Before you pick your word, you just have to ask yourself, the thing I'm talking about, can I actually count it? This one little question, it determines everything.
So let's break that down real quick. Countable nouns are just things you can put a number on. You know, 1 student, 2 students, 1 apple, 10 apples. Super simple. But uncountable nouns, those are more like substances or big ideas, like water or milk or sugar. You'd never say, I have 3 waters, right? You'd say, I have some water. Getting this difference is the foundation for, well, everything else we're about to cover.
All right, time for our first showdown. Few versus a few. And remember that key question? Well, both of these words are only used when the answer to can you count it is a big, loud yes.
Okay, now check this out, because this is where it gets interesting. That one little letter, A, completely flips the meaning. Few on its own is actually negative. It means almost none, and it has this feeling of disappointment, like you don't have enough. But add that A to get a few, and suddenly it's positive. It means some, a small but totally okay amount.
And this example just nails it. Imagine a teacher says, few students passed. Ugh, you could just feel the disappointment in that sentence, right? It means the result was bad, a failure. But if they said a few students passed, the feeling is completely different. It's more neutral, maybe even a little hopeful. I mean, hey, some passed, and that's way better than none. So here's the bottom line for this part. Both few and a few are for things you can literally count, like students, books, chairs, ideas. If you can put a number on it, you're in few and a few territory. Okay, so you've got half of the puzzle down. Now let's look at the other side of the coin. The logic is exactly the same. It just applies to a different type of noun. It's time for little versus a little.
And would you look at that? It's the exact same pattern. Little all by itself is negative. It means hardly any, almost none. But you toss that a in front to get a little, and bam, it's positive again. It means some amount. The same emotional switch happens.
Think about it like this. You want to make some coffee, you open the fridge, and you say, oh no, there is little milk left. And that's bad news, right? It means not enough, you're basically out. But if you opened it and said, great, there is a little milk left, that means you have enough for your coffee. It's a small amount, but it's enough. See the difference?
So here's the second and final part of the rule. You use little and a little when the answer to our big question, can you count it, is no. You can't count milk, you can't count sugar, you can't count time. So for those, you're in little territory. And just like that, the entire puzzle is solved.
Wow, okay, we moved through that pretty fast. So let's put it all together. You can think of this next slide as the ultimate cheat sheet. It's everything you need, all in one spot.
This is it, the whole thing, right here. For stuff you can count, few is negative, a few is positive. For stuff you can't count, little is negative, a little is positive. Seriously, this is a good time to pause and take a screenshot. This is your go-to guide for getting it right every single time. So there you have it. You've totally got this now. The question isn't if you're going to get it right anymore, it's just a matter of where you'll use it first. In an email, a text, or maybe the very next thing you say today. Thanks for watching.